but still wearing grave clothes. Out of the grave, but still wearing grave clothes. John 11, verse 38. Jesus, once more deeply moved, came to the tomb. It was a cave with a stone laid across the entrance. Take away the stone, he said. But Lord, said Martha, the sister of the dead man, by this time there is a bad odor, for he has been there 4 days. Somebody say 4 days.
4 days.
Then Jesus said, did I not tell you that if you believed, you would see the glory of God? So take away the stone. Then Jesus looked up and said, Father, I thank you that you have heard me. I knew that you always hear me, but I said this for the benefit of the people standing here, that they may believe that you sent me. When he had said this, Jesus called in a loud voice, Lazarus, come out. The dead man came out, his hands and feet wrapped with strips of linen and a cloth around his face. Jesus said to them, take off the grave clothes and let him go. Take off the grave clothes and let him go. I want to talk about 7 to 10 minutes out of the grave, but still wearing grave clothes. Out of the grave, but still wearing grave clothes. It is extremely unfortunate that there are those in the church and that there are those in Christendom who seem to always find room to look down on other people because they may not be where other folk think they should be. Amen, somebody. Now, this text really deserves a lot more time than I'm able to give to it today, but let me help you understand by helping you to see that this text is really not just about life and death physically, as it is about life and death on a spiritual place, in a spiritual world. Amen, somebody. When you read the beginning of chapter 11, Brother Prince, you will find that Jesus had received word that Lazarus was sick. He was just sick. Hadn't died, he was just sick. And Jesus said to those who brought the message, you know, they didn't have any cell phones back then. Jesus said to those who brought the message, all sickness was not under death. I'll get there, but I got something I'm doing right now. When Jesus got to Bethel, the Bible said that Lazarus, his friend, had died. Amen, somebody. He had been dead for 4 days. Amen, somebody. Now, Jesus could have gotten there sooner. But Jesus didn't get there until he got ready because he needed to help them understand something. We talked about this in Bible study. Anybody who knows anything about Jewish culture and Jewish myth and Jewish folklore understand that there are many of those who, back in those days, who believed in reincarnation. Many of those in the Jewish custom and faith believed that after 3 days, the